So, yo, what's up, guys? Another video, more about tier list. This is actually tier list that I made in the past, and just looking at it, like how did it change? So I have 10 tier lists which we're gonna look at, and we're just gonna look at like how things changed throughout. So this is actually the first tier list that I made, season 11. I think season 11 was probably 2019 or something. I don't know. I do know the seasons. So I don't know exactly when those seasons happened. So here we can right away see Ragnar was all the way at the top. I had like this was back in the Gani Hathor meta. So Gani Hathor was high up there. I think this was the time that Artemil just started slacking off slightly. Oh wait, you're not seeing all the way at the top. Let's do it like this. So Patar was, I think this was on the release of Patar. This is also where Jaeger was still good. Like Jaeger changed all the way into a meme. The length for some reason was only 75 here. That's pretty interesting as well. We had units like Laura were in there. Laura Verd. What's this? Laura Verd Fran. It's kind of like that. Yeah, season 11. So I'm not sure how many years that is ago, but that's quite a while. But man, I placed way too many units in this. Wait, this is also funny. Like, look at some of the bottom units and like how did they evolve. So here at the bottom we have Light Monkey. We have Pontus in here. We have Kraka is kind of like higher up right now. We have Wu Yong that's higher up. All the way at the bottom, I think you guys can't see it right now. But you have Alexandra, which is being used right now. Christina is being used right now. I'm not sure. I put Math. Oh, yeah, I put Math to meme on Josh, I think. But yeah, you see a whole bunch of units. Trinity, for some reason, is the most consistent, like, way low down there. I think season 11 was, I think, just after Tia Lang nerf. I think this was just when they nerfed Tian Lang because they nerfed Mo Long. Because if we check, where is Mo Long on this list? Where is Mo Long? Man, I placed... Man, it must have taken me 6 hours to make this tier list. There are so many things. Because Mo Long is 45. Wait, that's meeting. Probably blind as fuck. Staring at too many pictures. Oh, wait, one up. Mo Long, yeah, here. So I guess this is right after Mo Long nerf, yeah. So because of the Mo Long nerf, I guess Tia Lang also got hit hard in his win rate. So this should be around, I think, just after the SWC of 2018 where BD won. I think it's pretty much around that time. So let's see if I can actually go to the next one. Okay, so this is season 13. Patar is still very high up. This is actually one of the seasons I decided to not place. Wait, we put it. Not place any unit in 100 because I felt like nothing was too OP. I do remember this tier list. This is where Beast Riders just came up. So this is the season where Beast Riders just came up. Barbara and Savannah were like super good. Marsha was kind of lacking until like recently. This was also where 2As were still more in meta in normal RTA as well. Or people you were using, like Minas, Figures, Elucia even. Verd was still pretty high up. Is Lauren still being used in this? No, I think Lauren started lacking in here. Or is Lauren still... Oh, Lauren is over there. Funny enough, Jaeger Ragdoll was one of the best things out there. Tatar still very high up. Artemil very high up. Let's see what we have at the bottom. What were the jokes? Well, you can't really see it, but Gelnir, Jara, the Bay, Trinity. Trinity is the most consistent, lowest tiered unit of all times, I guess. Grogan was very low. Narsha was low. Wow, this is an interesting one. So from all of the Beast Riders, I put Narsha the lowest, like even below the Dark one. Did I even put the Dark one in there? I can't see Dark Beast Rider, but... Can you imagine right now how good Narsha is right now? Still Light Monkey over here being like low as fuck. That's oh yeah, they're the same tier. That's interesting. Yeah, Narsha got buffed at some point. But also you see Sean is over here, that was shit. Bella was over here. I think this was before artifacts. I'm pretty sure it's before artifacts. So you see a whole bunch of units that did actually... Yeah, I think... Did Narsha not armor break? Wow, just stripped? That's so terrible actually. Let's see the next one. This was season 13. Season 14. Oh, this was the Molly meta. Fuck. This was so annoying of a meta. Season 14. This is the season I started playing a lot of Chiwu. Season 15, I actually got my highest rank ever, which was Chiwu Gianna kind of stuff. I think this was after Tianlang being buffed again, because Tianlang is still pretty a bit higher up again. It's very much like a Hathor Gani meta. That's definitely a thing. Still Gani Hathoring. Marsha, I actually put Marsha up here, but this is not around the time that Marsha was buffed, I think. No. Marsha was buffed like way later. But I felt like she was better. Light Monkey also makes his appearance. Still not that high. Put Fermion and Shan for some reason kind of higher up. Bottom tier is still Geldnir. I literally called it Geldnir rank, wait. It's literally Geldnir rank, and these Drunken Masters, there were some of the new units that were released. I don't remember which unit, but I placed in some units that were just released on this patch, and they were all like super trash. This is where Narsha was buffed. No, I think Narsha's still pretty low. Yeah, Narsha's still here, 65. And Molong was 65 here as well, so Molong was definitely after Molong there. Gianna was even worse. So this was 16? No, wait, I actually missed 15. Yeah, 16 was the first season where more came in. So you had more in there. Okeanos was very dominant in that first season, where he, I think this was just after Artifact. So you had Changpeng in there, you had the more Changpeng. Okeanos did very well. Akroma was kind of good because of that. Jaeger was still high on point there. Why is Patar high? Patar was high back in those days, because I think this is where Patar started to lag off, because Patar had the good counter of CP. Like before, the only good counter into Patar was actually a Ganymede. But since CP came and there were two good units to cooldown increase him, he started lacking off. What do we have at the bottom? Still Trinity at the bottom, always. Lucifer at the bottom, well, RTA, it's fair. Abellio all the way at the bottom, that's also a funny one to notice, because how good Abellio is right now. Hey Gang all the way at the bottom. Narsha still being here, Shan being there. I put Gurkha here somewhat up already. This is the season... Wait, where's Cardinal? Where do we see Cardinal? Because Cardinal... I think Cardinal got a buff after release, because Cardinal was not really good at the start, but he got better later on. And that's why he started replacing Okeanos at some point. But I can't really see Cardinal. Maybe I forgot to place him in. I don't know. Yeah, I think this is the season where Okeanos got nerfed. So, season 17. More... Oh, this was the more Jogun. That one was so nasty. That one was so nasty. More Jogun spammers. This one was where Narsha was buffed as well. And this was the Lulu meta. This is where Lulu started coming and being a bitch. Fuck, that meta was dumb. Okeanos still pretty high up, but Cardinal's like same level. Aura and Masha kind of fell off. Shizuka was all the way down there. Lima was all the way down there. Josephine as well. Oh yeah, this is where the Ongyukis were just released and all of them were shit. They were terrible. Also, Abellio being 55. Like, if you say to an Abellio owner right now, like, yo, your unit used to be 55. Yo, Abellio was... like, was bad. Like, I'm not sure what... I think he didn't have the instant attack bar up or some bullshit. Like, I'm not sure what they changed to him, but he was bad. Interesting. Yeon Hong dropped down pretty hard here. 80 to Yeon Hong. I'm not sure what happened there. Felt like Yeon Hong was always kind of dominant. Season 18? Season fucking 18. No way. No way I put fucking Lulu on the top. No way, Lulu is the most broken unit. That's just fucking stupid, man. Holy fuck, imagine we survived the meta like this. Like some people complain about like, oh, Oliver is the worst meta ever, or oh, this is the worst meta ever. No, if there is a meta where I made a tier list where fucking Lulu was 100, holy fucking shit, man. That must have been like a fuck fest. Fuck. Damn. Yeah, this was the season where Okeanos dropped off and Carnal became very good. Okay, I guess this was around SWC 2020? Like just after 2020, I think. Why Jaeger got so bad? Jaeger got bad because, well, Jaeger really performs well in this Lulu kind of meta. Like Jaeger, Ragdoll, Lulu, and whatever passive unit. And the moment you see Nana coming up, Jaeger will be higher in list again. But Nana's been nerfed like 3-4 times, so that also makes a Jaeger kind of unit worse. So let's see what we have at the bottom. Oh yeah, I put a bunch of cleave units in this time. Also, funny enough, Veramos is pretty decent right now, and Sean is good right now. Lima has been pretty low on tier lists, like a lot too. There's yeah, this is also where Petar started falling off because you had like the rise of the CP. This is also where Phalantus was getting better. I think Phalantus was buffed at some point as well. He was not immediately good. I'm not 100% sure about that. Yep, this was. I think this was this 2021? Yeah, I think this was 2021 where Nana got buffed. Like SWC 2021, this I think it was this season pretty much. That's where no wait, yeah, that was the season right after SWC 2021 where Wusa was very OP. I think this is the season where Obaba got legend probably because Wusa was that insanely buffed. That was like he got the legend in the Wusa buff meta for sure. So yeah, Wusa was insanely OP. Nana was insanely powerful. Arno was still good. Akroma was very high up. I'm not sure why Akroma was that high up actually. This is where Petar really started lacking. Lulu was also nerfed over here already. Lima and Praha. The funny thing is, if you see Lima, she always has been like super low up or like super low down until one tier list where she was like straight 100. Funny enough that Yon Hong is kind of low on these lists as well. Interesting. On Yuki, not that high too. Season 20, still Nana meta. This is where Yon Hong came back. Wait, what changed? Like, I'm literally thinking, what changed that Yon Hong suddenly made such a hard comeback? This is where I think more. Yeah, Lima was buffed that the S3 did immunity, I think. Oliver, yeah, that makes sense. That actually makes sense. Like, it's right next to it. It actually makes sense. Oliver, Yon Hong made it very popular. Because before that, everything was kind of based on like AoE shit. Whereas the combination of them two is very good. Danny Hathor kind of falling off. Dark Monkey solo at the bottom. Seimei and Shizuka still all the way down there. Also Petar being sad. Okeanos dropped all the way off. Lima S2 wasn't 100% strip. I'm not even sure if I cared that much about it. Like, if Lima had the other S2, I don't feel like I would be a buff or a nerf. Gianna uses get 100 season of being OP. I get Gurkha gets 1. Fair, fair. I think I didn't make the tier list when Gurkha meta was there. Yeah, this season got my unit nerfed. I was triple revenge spamming Lima. Fuck, should have placed her here, man. Should not have placed her there. I was literally the only one making use of her that well. Or at least there were not that many. I nerfed my own unit doing this. Oh, this was where Dominic came in. Dominic was nice. Dominic Shizuka. Season 21. Yes, sir. All the way at the bottom. Still Dark Monkey all the way at the bottom. Oh yeah, this is still where like Praha and Praha was still like absolutely shit. But then pretty sure the next one, which is I think also the last one I have. Yeah, this is the last one I have because the one after this, season 23, I didn't make. And the reason I didn't make season 23 is because the balance patches were kind of on like weird times comparing to SWC and therefore and like the season ending and that kind of stuff. Because normally I made the tier list close to the end of the season, whereas this time the end of the season already had the balance patch, so therefore changed the meta, so therefore changed the tier list. So that reason, like I didn't make that tier list, but this was Veronica Gurka. And Lima was still okay, but I would put Lima lower than this right now. Definitely. So this was the before last, or this was, yeah, season 22, and we just finished season 23. So probably I will make the RTA tier lists in about a week or 2, 3 from now. That's probably my plan to do a tier list at kind of the start of the season because we're like few months after balance patch, and I think the new puppeteer units don't really change too much to the meta. So I'm gonna do the tier list relatively early this time because I missed out on one. Let's call it that way. So yeah, those are all the tier lists that I made. So for me, the most toxic meta was probably the Lulu meta. Like I really disliked that one. That one was hella stupid. I guess the best metas for me was season 21 and season 15. I didn't make season 15. I got to top 4 in season 15. It was where Chivo was really dominant. It was the season just before the Street Fighters came out, and I didn't have jack shit of Street Fighters when they were released, and they were very strong. Yeah, and then of course this Lima meta. If they kept this Lima meta during SWC, I would have been very happy, man. But they didn't. They literally nerfed Lima 2 weeks before by prelims. Motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next year. They're going to nerf Nefties like 2 weeks before SWC. Like if they do, go back to this video and be like, hey, he already told you. He already told you. They're going to nerf my Nefties like 2 weeks before I start SWC this year. So that's actually pretty funny to see. Like this is the first time I actually took a... Yeah, was just going through all of these that I made. Pretty fun. But that's also the end for the video in that case. So let me know what you think about the tier list, or what you would like to see.